Okay, before we get into the session, just a little comment. I didn't actually record the session. The session was just kind of nice, and then he recorded it, so I asked him if I could use it. His recording settings weren't really great, so for the first few minutes of the video, his mic isn't picking up anything, and then when it does start to like pick up his audio, it's like a little cancer, unfortunately. But I hope that it is not too distracting. Just for context, this isn't my first session with him. I've actually coached this guy Saz in Overwatch before, but he figured, I'm gonna play Valorant now. So now he's playing Valorant, and he decided, I do still have sessions left over. Can we use them in Valorant? So that's what we did here. He is in Diamond in Valorant right now, and I think, or at least I hope that this session shows that even once you make it to Diamond, which generally speaking is like pretty high rank, it's still not that great, and as long as you're confident in yourself and you focus on improving, it's not that difficult of a goal to achieve. But have fun and enjoy.
Can you explain play of my contact and just contact in general? Okay. I'm going to explain it in a second. That said, though, it's really not that like common a callout. Like, so yeah, it's not like a super important. Basically, contact just means that someone on the enemy is like preoccupied with me. So, for example, let's say your teammate is holding B on Haven on defense, and the enemy team is someone on the enemy team was pushing, and he got spotted, right? And the guy defending B knows that that person is in like the cubby to the right side. Do you know what I mean? So, like in front of B, there's like a little cubby on the right side, right? And he's in there, right? So in that case, that means that the two players are like on contact. So they're essentially like playing against each other, right? They're like they're almost in a 1v1 because there's no way that like either one of them can really do anything without getting punished. It's like they're stuck. The attacker can't really go because if he runs away, he's going to be dead. The defender can't really go because then B is going to be kind of open. So calling play of contact means that either you go and you like support him, so you go towards him and then you trade for him, right? Because if you like, if the two of you, if he peaks, then there's like a 50% chance that he gets a kill, or a 50% chance that he dies, right? So it's either a +1 or it's a -1. Whereas if you are there to trade, then it's either a +1 or like a 0 because you guys trade. So it basically makes it that that particular contact has no negative outcome. Does it make sense? So play off my contact means like trade for me, or it could also you could also use an opportunity to like flank, right? So maybe you're holding garage on Haven, right? And you know that mid is clear, right? In that case, you could be pushing from mid to kind of pincer the enemy, like to kind of attack him from two angles. Okay, but again, it's not really a super duper common call. Can you explain baiting? So baiting is the opposite of trading. So at a high level, for the reasons I mentioned earlier, ideally every single engagement you want to take in a numbers advantage. So you always want to, like, what high level play is really about is using utility and rotations to get into situations where you can 2v1 peak people. Because again, either it's a +1 or it's a neutral. Like there is no negative outcome, right?
Yeah.
Because if you go for the 2v1, let's say you trade, then you're in a 4v4. Then you can try to trade again, and you can try to trade again, and so on and so forth, right? Until you run out of players to trade, obviously.
Yeah.
But assuming that the only kind of deaths that really throw rounds are the ones that you don't get traded for, right?
Yeah.
So baiting is when two people are moving together, right? So again, maybe that we're going back to that contact situation earlier on like B, and then the guy asks like, "Hey, can you support me? Play off my contact, fucking trade for me or whatever." And he sees that someone else is like with him, right? In that case, the smart move would be to peek, right? To push that person. Because in that case, even if he dies, he can get traded. Baiting is when the second person doesn't go in for the trade. If he just watches his teammate die, essentially.
Yeah.
That's called baiting, because it gave the other player like a false sense of security. Like, hey, you can push in now. You know, like if you die, it doesn't matter because I can trade and then we're gonna be even numbers again. You know, like there's literally nothing for us to lose here.
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah.
And baiting is if you don't actually follow up on that. It's like if you invite someone to a date and then you don't show up. That's kind of what baiting is.
Yeah.
How aggressive should I be playing as a duelist? I mean, as aggressive as you need to be in the situation.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're on attack and there's like 2 people behind you, and assuming that you're not pushing through a smoke or something, right? Assuming you have like a clear way onto the side, then go, go fast so that the enemy team doesn't have time to rotate,
Yeah.
But like, if you're on defense, you don't necessarily need to do that. Like, if anything, you want to try and save your utility for like retakes. You don't really want to use it to like aggressively push.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, on attack you're more aggressive than usual, but like on defense it's kind of the same as any other defender, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay.
What do players mean by play default? It basically means play for picks. So,
Okay.
Playing default means that so the reason it's called default is because in Counter-Strike people tend to have like their default positions. So if you're on a team, like everyone is kind of just playing certain spots that they really like, right? That they're like really good at. Playing default basically means that instead of, it's the opposite of like, rush B, don't stop. Playing default is when everyone kind of spreads out, right? And people are like holding the flanks, right? So maybe a few people are pushing into A, but then there's one guy who's holding B, and there's one guy who's maybe contesting the op on C, right? And you just play it slow. And the point behind playing default, so it's a trade-off. The downside of playing default, instead of just rushing a site as 5, is that you don't really have a lot of time. So playing default, if you just sit around, you could get kind of screwed. The advantage of playing default is that because you're applying pressure on every single spot, the enemies don't really know where you're attacking. Which means that every single player on the enemy team is going to use utility. Right? So the Sage in mid is going to wall and slow, and then on A there's going to be smokes, and then on C there's going to be the Cypher, traps, and whatnot, right? So playing default, applying pressure all across the map, means that it makes it impossible for the enemy to like take space, so they can't like push through and kind of get on the flank. They can't come from behind and surprise everyone. They're going to waste a bunch of utility, and it's very good because you can cherry pick. Because if one player gets a pick, then everyone can rotate, right?
Yeah.
So maybe the player on C long on Haven, maybe he gets a pick, and then everyone can go to C, right? And the people from the other sides, they've used most of their utility, so they're gonna have a more difficult time kind of coming back. Now, there are situations where you don't want to play default, and that's mainly when you have worse guns than the enemy, because then you're not gonna be able to get any picks, right? Playing default is really good if you have a big economical advantage. Like, especially against eco rounds, if you have like a Vandal or something and you know the enemy team is gonna have shotguns and Spectres, then playing default is usually like a pretty good idea because you can win all of those firefights, so getting a pick is fairly easy.
Yeah.
But if you're echoing, like if you're, like your entire team has like pistols and frenzies and shit, then it's best to just like go on a site and try to overwhelm the enemy team. Like just go in and then like 5v2 them and try to pick up some guns.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
How do you know when you should wide swing versus just short peeking? Okay, I feel like you fundamentally misunderstand something there. That's not really a choice.
Yeah.
Like, you always want to peek as short as you possibly can.
Wait.
The difference on how wide you swing is about how fast you can aim.
What do you mean by that?
So it takes, after you peek, right? If you short peek, that means that you stop your movement as soon as you go around the corner. Correct?
Yeah.
So your crosshair is basically touching the corner when you stop your movement, correct?
Yes.
Now the problem is that there's going to be a delay between you stopping your movement and you actually going for the shot. Because you need to visually recognize that someone is there, and then you need to react and you need to flick to them. Right?
Yeah.
So on the enemy screen, you're just standing there. And obviously hitting the standing target is pretty faithful.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you want to do is you don't want to stop moving until you're actually ready to shoot. Until you've until your brain has fully processed where the enemy actually is. Now, how quickly you can do that, that's what determines how wide you can swing.
Okay.
Because if you're very, very fast, then it's going to be like a very short swing because you're immediately going to be ready to flick and shoot. But if you're a little slower, and again, that's going to come with practice, if you're a bit slower, then you're going to swing wider. But that's not necessarily like a disadvantage. Right?
Okay.
But the important thing is you want to keep, like when you swing, move until you are actually ready to shoot. Don't stop your movement and then look for an enemy. First, you find the enemy, and then you stop your movement. You want to minimize the time between you stopping your movement and you getting a bullet into the enemy's head.
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Did that answer all of your questions?
Yeah, I couldn't really. I was like sitting there before I went to bed, thinking of like more questions, and but none of them really came to my head. So this is the only ones that I could think of.
So you don't have any more questions?
No.
Then let me get the VOD in here. My fucking room is a disco. I upgraded my PC.
Cool.
So I needed to get like a new motherboard and a new RAM. And obviously I got an RGB motherboard and RGB RAM. My PC is like an actual fucking light show right now. It's honestly kind of disgusting.
You don't like it?
Oh no, I do like it, but it's pretty overkill.
Yeah, for sure.
1 second. Okay, apparently my friend just DM'd me that I should like get a grill for my balcony. I'm not sure why. Okay, wait, look at this. Honestly, I feel like the picture doesn't even do it justice.
Oh my god, it looks
like in person, like it's insane, dude. And that's with a bright room. Like when the room is actually dark.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, it's pretty insane. But yeah, you can see the VOD.
Yeah.
Don't know who the cipher on their side is.
Let's. Oh, you have the fucking Reyna ghost.
Yes, sir. I actually just got it.
You're on 240 hertz?
Huh? No, 144.
Oh, okay. I just thought because your FPS was so conveniently around the 240 range. That
I capped it at that. Should I cap it lower, or does it not matter?
It really doesn't matter. At these frame rates, the visual differences are basically not noticeable.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what the fuck are you doing? Did you see what you did there? I can already see that I need to launch my game to show you some stuff. Okay, why is what you did right here like really fucking stupid?
I'm jiggling doors.
Here's the thing, you probably saw a pro player do it and then you just copied it. But I'm going to show you why that's done.
Okay.
I'm gonna call you in Discord so I can speak here.
Okay. Wait, now I'm kind of, I don't know what I did now, but I'm curious.
It's gonna do it in like the practice. Also, can you tell whoever is like causing collateral damage in the background?
Awesome. Yeah, hold on, I'm gonna go close my door. had no idea. You could hear that. Oh.
Yeah, it's really loud. Okay. So what you did. Okay, can you see my screen?
No, I can't. I can only see the VOD.
Then let me do this. Now?
No.
What the fuck do you mean no? Try that again. How about now?
There you go. Yeah.
Okay. Dude, this black and gold skin is so sad.
Stop. I want this skin.
Okay. But yeah, so what you did is like you did this. Where you like slowly tapped your way around the corner.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you probably saw that in the stream and you decided to copy it. Why is this a really stupid idea?
Because I'm not.
Because you're stopping your movement before you see an enemy.
Yeah. Okay.
And why is that stupid?
Because you get shot as a stationary target, making it easier for the enemy.
So why do pro players sometimes do it? Look, you copied it, but you didn't understand when they did it.
Yeah.
What's the benefit of peeking like this?
Clearing each angle like slowly, or
So
like taking more cut.
No, there's two reasons why you would want to do it. The first one is to clear crevices.
Yeah.
You have very, very significant angle advantages. So let me see if a crevice. I actually don't know if the training range map has a crevice like that. I think there should be some over here. Okay, so let's say so this is a crevice, right?
Yeah. Okay. So
Basically, a crevice is like a corner an enemy can hold where he doesn't have a lot of space to like move in.
okay.
Right? That's a crevice. If you're checking a crevice like this, then you can like check it slowly like this because you're going to see the enemy before they see you.
Okay.
Okay. Or reason number two is when you're in a clutch situation and you need to be silent. So let's say you need to check this angle, right? If you do it like this, you're going to step, which is very loud, right? But you also don't want to peek it while slowly walking because you're going to be dead. Like it's very easy because you're moving very slowly.
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. So you do want to peek it like properly, but you don't want to step. So, but if you move like this, because when you start strafing, you don't step immediately. Right now, I'm strafing at full speed. I'm not holding down shift, but I'm not making any noise.
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So I can peek this angle like this, step by step. And this way, if there is an enemy, at least I'm moving at full speed and I kind of like zip around the corner rather than doing fucking this shit. Okay?
Okay.
But now if we go back to the game, I'm gonna end my screen share, we're gonna look at the insights again. In this particular situation, were you checking a crevice?
No.
No. Were you worried about the enemy being able to hear you?
No.
No, because they're ready for you where the fuck else would they be looking? Right?
Yeah.
So in that case, you just want to swing. Don't do this shit. Just swing. Either someone is there or no one is there.
Oh my god. This one is bad.
God, what is your crosshair placement?
Yeah. That was the one thing when I was watching this last night as well.
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't think I need to explain crosshair placement to you.
No, yeah.
But crosshair placement is really, really, really fucking important.
Yeah.
So if you want to actually, like, this should be a free kill, you know?
Uh-huh. It was a kill, but it was just really, really bad.
Well, yeah, that was kind of terrible. Now you're not full HP. But here's the part that confuses me. You're not doing anything with that kill. Why not go C now? B got walled off anyways, and you just got an entry on garage.
Yeah. Should I just like go? Like
No, you tell your teammates. Come see, come see.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
This isn't Overwatch.
Yeah.
In Overwatch, you turn off voice comms. In Valorant, you can't do that. Even in like lower elo, even in like gold, like voice comms are still kind of mandatory.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
So you needed to call here, like go see, right? You push in and your teammates would have followed you. Because what the fuck are you guys doing here staring at this wall? You're giving the enemy team time to rotate. Obviously, you guys are not going A now, so people from A are already going to rotate. And right now you guys are just wasting a very significant amount of time. So yeah, this right here is kind of a throw. And then look, so you're the entry fragger, right? Like you're supposed to go in. Your raise is kind of stupid because she pushes through a smoke. You don't really want to push through smoke. It's a very, very situational thing.
Yeah.
Right? And she's doing it alone. So no one can trade for her. So that's like terrible. And again, you could have just called. And right here, what are you doing? There's a cypher trap.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Are you sure?
What's the fucking... So yeah, now you guys, look, now they're going B, C. So why did it take so long? Why wait? You know, what was the point behind this entire circle jerk? Why are they running in off of, like, because off of your pick, nothing happened, but then now the fucking Sage gets a pick, right? And now everyone, like, moves C. Right?
Yeah.
If you would have done that earlier, you would still have a raise. You know that.
Yeah.
And then right here, because you're not with your team, because you were chilling in the fucking back for some reason, you didn't push out with them, which means that you're not there to trade with them.
I have the spike.
Which means that the Brimstone got 2 kills and no. So you killed the Raze, and you missed out on a free kill on the Brimstone. And then your crosshair placement continues to suck really, really bad. Where are you? Look where the shot is going, dude. Here's the problem. You're trying to aim like in an Overwatch way. So in Overwatch, you need to like aim for the neck. You need to aim for the chin. Okay?
Yeah.
In Valorant, like, I want you to take this piece of advice and I want you to fucking like tell it to yourself every night before you to go to bed. Okay.
Okay.
In Valorant, you shoot the forehead.
Like even
don't aim for the chin, aim for the forehead. Okay?
Yeah.
Because the hair, the character's hair counts as a hitbox.
Oh really?
Which means that like the center of their hitbox isn't at like their nose, it's a little above their eyes. So if you aim for that spot, your chances of landing a headshot are like highest. So you need to even aim slightly. Like for example, with this Omen, in Overwatch, his headshot center would be like there.
Yeah.
That looks like the center of... In Valorant, it's like closer to up here. That's where you want to be aiming. Okay?
Okay.
Why are you laughing?
Because I didn't know that. I thought I was like I've been working on my I've been trying to this game. I definitely was very lazy about it, and that's like kind of I think I'm starting to realize why I'm probably starting to whatever it's called plateau, and it's because like I'm starting to get lazy about this stuff, and it's just like wow.
I mean, if you look at this, right? So if we like try to like draw the head hitbox, this is okay. It's a little bit of a shitty drawing, but basically like everything like above this line, right? Mm-hmm. So the area below that line is basically considered a body shot.
Yeah.
You could hit him right here, body shot. So this is like the actual place you're trying to aim at. And that dot is the center. So you need to aim like above his head. Above his face, rather.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
And I know it's really counterintuitive, but trust me, you always have to aim higher than you think you do.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? So yeah, right there, I mean, this was such a free round. Why the fuck are you in diamond? Holy shit. Actually insane. Like, you do that weird garbage peek at the start. If anyone was holding window, you'd be dead. and then miraculously you get the worst kill on the Raze imaginable. The only reason you got that kill is because she had a shorty and she was full fleshed, right?
Yeah.
And you just spray her down with leg shots and body shots. And then off of that pick, you do fuck all. You just sit around, you go check a spot that's cipher trapped. And then when someone else actually decides to go in, instead of you, the entry fragger, you're like super late so you don't trade with them. And then you whiff out on another kill because you're aiming at people's tits.
Last player standing.
Like that one round tells me so much about you as a player, it's insane. Any questions so far?
No.
Who are you? Copy of me? Where did you come from?
Man, I love the little pre-round warm-up shit that you do. It's like giving me flashbacks. Again, what do you notice?
Yeah. I don't even need to say it. I'm just watching Flank. I should like.
Why is your Raze over there? And you're not with her. This is worse than baiting. Like you're not even there. She wants to get onto B, and you're like, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna touch my testicles.
Oh god, the skill. She doesn't die because
You're
I'm aiming.
still
Yeah.
aiming at the tits. Okay, like the reason why it's confusing. So do you see how her head has like the? Okay, this is gonna sound racist, but it has like the darker skinned part, and then she has the bandana on top.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, the bandana is part of the hitbox, right? So
Yeah.
if you would try to aim for the brown part, like for her skin, you'd be aiming too low. You need to aim for like, do you see like on like her bandana has like that little, it almost looks like a circlet on it, like a little, like that thing there,
Yeah.
right? Like it's really hard to, like right there.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what you
yeah.
need
I
to
see.
aim for, okay, that's what you need to aim for. You're not doing that, sir. Oh, fuck me. And then the second problem, look at how you peek. Look at your movement during the peak. Oh shit.
Oh.
I'm gonna put this in slow motion for you, okay?
Okay.
What did you notice?
By the way, I peeked.
Yeah. What was wrong?
I didn't. I wasn't ready to.
Okay, I'm gonna.
I don't know.
switch here again.
Okay.
Can you see my game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. Okay.
Okay. So the way that you peeked that, it's sort of like, okay, let's just say this corner and then she's like right there. Right. So the problem is you like shot as soon as you saw her, but your movement wasn't ready. Okay. So the correct peek in slow motion, okay, is you walk out. Okay. So obviously at full speed, I'm just doing it like as shift walk as like a slow motion effect. Okay.
Okay.
So you walk out. Once you see the enemy, you stop your movement, you tap the counter strafe key. You don't need to, right? Like in Valorant, you can just let go of the key, like you don't need to like counter strafe. You know what
Yeah.
counter strafing is, right?
Yeah, when you
Okay. I just prefer to counter strafe, right? So I would hold A, tap D, flick, shoot. That's the order of operations. Okay.
okay.
Hold, counter strafe, flick, shoot. Okay.
Okay.
But now if you look at how you peaked this. Did you see that? You
Yeah, I like
but
shot.
We're still fully moving.
Yeah.
The fact that this is diamond gameplay, quite frankly, is you know,
Yeah.
it's a little difficult. And then obviously again you're aiming way too low. So yeah, I'm gonna be honest, like it's looking at this gameplay so far, it's, I mean, I haven't played in a while, but Diamond used to feel a little different, I guess.
No, yeah.
I'm not saying that Diamond is like an amazing rating, but
No,
like,
it's
no
not.
offense, but this is like, eh? And the thing is, I don't want to be toxic.
No.
Right.
I understand.
The thing is, okay, so one of the things that happened, right? So when the game came out, the rank distribution got skewed, actually, compared to beta. Every rank increased by 1, basically.
Yeah.
So all of my gold, like my gold friend, all of a sudden became platinum. My silver friend, all of a sudden was a gold player. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It all just got shifted up, and I feel like maybe it's gone up like even more, because you said that you went from like golden beta to now diamond, correct?
Yeah. I got to diamond doing with my friend, and then I made another account because I was like, I want a solo queue, and I ended up getting that account to diamond as well. And I don't know, I felt like I don't know why, like watching this now. I mean, what you're saying, I don't really take, like, I need it. I feel like this feels kind of refreshing. I feel like I'm like understanding like how bad of a mistake I'm like making. Because I was like working on crosshair place, and I'm like, okay, I looked at this VOD and I'm like, this isn't the best VOD, but it's something I'm okay with. And like now looking at it, I'm like, how did I not notice this? Like in my notes.
Like what they did in League of Legends is they actually do it so that ranks inflate throughout a season, so that everyone starts in low elo and then they climb like during the season. Because that way everyone feels good about themselves. And if people feel good about themselves, they spend more money on skins. Makes sense. Right?
Yeah.
I feel like, and again, I don't want to shit on your parade. I don't want to shit on like the coaching session you got. I'm sure that you've improved a lot. I'm just saying that like looking at this gameplay, there is so much, you know, you're like in the 3rd floor of the fucking, like the Abu Dhabi building. I don't know what it's called. Like Taj Mahal. Fucking, what is it called? Like Dubai large building. What is it called?
I have no idea.
Called the Burj Khalifa. Okay. Yeah, because right now like crosshair placement is a little ass. What was that?
What, the flash?
Yeah, why didn't you push off that?
I
mean, okay, I guess
don't
you
know.
want to go short, which is okay.
Wait, I think we die here.
Stop with the you're pre-firing so much. Don't do it. It's terrible. You're not even doing it correctly. You're just running around the corner and then holding down left click. Like you look that what the fuck is this shot?
Yeah.
If you were standing in this corner, neither one of those would have landed. Don't do it. Move. Once you see an enemy, stop and shoot. Stop, move, stop, flick, shoot. In that order. And then right here you do like the slow peek again. Like you just fired a bullet. They know that you're here. And you're still doing like the step by step, and then right there. You like do the pre-fire again. And it's like honest to God, even if there was an enemy, you would have still died because all of those bullets would have
And their
gone into
legs.
his stomach.
Yeah.
Or legs even. Yeah, I think
No, I
you
think
crouched
legs, no
as well,
legs.
right?
Yeah, I crouched.
His head would be up here. Not down here. Oh my god, dude, this is I feel a tingly sensation in my testicles. It's warning me of danger.
Yeah.
Okay, right here, this is just utility, like you need to wait. Okay, mollying that corner is fine. And then like you're letting your teammates run in front, like look, by the time you push out, fucking game over. And then you get that kill.
Oh shit, that kill was so stupid. I was trying to kill the race bot.
Yeah, he just ran into you. And the problem is because you guys were so slow, they were basically all already on the point. This raise, if you remember, you killed the raise earlier on C. So she rotated all the way from C.
Yeah.
See how fucking slow you guys are?
Yeah.
If you're not playing default, if everyone is going towards the same side, right? If everyone is going for the same side, don't play slow. Once the enemy spots you, once someone makes any noise or uses any ability, you need to go in. Especially if the enemy team doesn't use utility. If they use utility, then you need to chill a little. Okay?
Yeah.
Maybe you even, usually when the enemy team uses utility, you might just want to fuck off and go to another side because they're all going to rotate there. Just to keep them guessing, right? That's why playing default is so good, because then you don't need to wait for utility to pass. So you can like play fast and not give the enemy team time to rotate.
Yeah, is there another time when like rotating out is like the better play besides like when they see you and they like and you think they're gonna rotate? Or
That I can think of.
okay.
Like they're gonna rotate when they feel like you guys commit to a side. And then right here you just, oh okay, you want to get ult, I guess?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Like getting ult or with your team is good. There's like someone B. What are you waiting for? Why did you hesitate? What the fuck?
I don't know. I thought I've now watched. I thought I was gonna go in garage mail.
Such a free kill, holy shit. Doesn't matter where you go, you have your ult. B isn't smoked off. Like, look, there's a huge gap in front of you. Like, this is so free. Oh, man, this is... Also, flashbanging is very situational, honestly. There are situations where you don't want to flashbang.
Yeah.
Because flashbanging, it like announces that you're about to peek. So sometimes you can use your flashbang to like force an enemy to reveal his location. Like sometimes I use a flashbang, like I use a Reyna orb or a Phoenix flash, and then I just listen if anyone is shooting. And then I immediately know where the enemies are. And then once I know they are, I can use my second flashbang to actually push in. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So use flashbangs not only as like a flashbang tool, but also as a way to like gather info. But yeah, right there, terrible ultimate, way too much hesitation, basically miss. As soon as you saw that she was in that cubby right there, you should have just pushed in immediately.
To run!
Even here, what are you waiting for? So this is an example of contact. This right here is contact.
Yeah.
Okay. What should we do in this situation?
Play off their contact?
Yes. But you're giving her so much time to kill her and then turn around and kill you. Man, if I would have picked like 1 second earlier, then our fucking Raze wouldn't die again. You keep killing your Raze. It's insane. How has she not reported you yet? Like, I'm crying at this point. There's like water coming out of my eyes. Oh, are you still here?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. That Raze has to be so mad. She always has to like push in alone. And then like she's over here. Like just look at this engagement from the minimap and then try to feel empathy with Raze's feelings, okay? Just look at the minimap. Just imagine what that must feel like. Actual emotional trauma you have caused her.
Enemy
Insane.
remaining.
117.
Oof. He's not gonna contest that, just ignore it.
Yeah.
Next round. Oh wow, both of them died to the bomb.
Yeah, he died right there.
Okay, let's look at one more round and then we're gonna conclude, because the fact that you're top fragging here is you know.
So when from what I got, the main things I need to work on are like, big thing is placement and just actually doing my job as like a duelist and walking in, like.
I feel like we've talked about so much different stuff, it's difficult to summarize it. You're taking notes, right?
I'm recording it because I was gonna watch it again, and
Oh, you're recording. Yeah, when you record it, you just need to like re-watch it and like take notes. Again, that's why you should take notes always, even if you're recording.
okay.
I mean, I think your sage is straight for you though.
Yeah.
See, so that's fine. You dying there is completely okay.
Your duty is not
That was very nice. You went in first, you got the kills, all good. Where are you going? Wrong direction. You just got 2 kills on C. Where are you going? Why are you doing this to me, Mr. Munoz? Sows with the weeby profile picture. You got 2 picks on C. Where the fuck are you going? If you can, okay, listen.
Okay.
If you on attack, if you can get on the point, if you can get from attack to being on the point and having to defend, if you can turn the defenders into attackers, do it. Right there, an opportunity to run onto C. I don't think anyone was left C. I really don't think anyone was left C. You killed the person garage window, you killed the person C on spot. Okay?
Okay.
It's clear. Just run in. Go for it. You still have your wall. You can even wall off back of sight if it brings you safety. But why do you leave your sage alone? Look what... Oh my god. And this is... And I know that I sound very frustrated, but I'm not
No.
frustrated in a like tilted way. I'm frustrated in a... You know,
30
what the
seconds
fuck
left.
did you... You know, this is diamond? Question mark kind of way? Like the crosshair placement is confusing, the level of aggression is confusing, the...
Why do you...
Like even here, like what are you holding? Like he just walked right past you. What the fuck were you holding? You were staring in at the smoke. Like, did you see that?
Yeah. The Sova walked by.
He pushed through a smoke. Do you know how free it is to kill people when they push through smokes?
Yeah, very free.
Just jiggle peek this corner, you would have spotted him, free kill. And then your omen would have died.
player standing.
Instead of being in a 3v2, now you're in a 2v2.
Last player standing.
Yeah, this is too bold of him to not go for it. Well, do you have any questions?
Not really. You kind of... It's been so long that I wasn't sure what to expect, and it's the exact... I always like come out knowing exactly what I need to do. If later, am I able to send you like my notes, and would you be able to let me know like thoughts?
Sure.
Okay.
It is fine.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, One more thing. So you said you recorded the session?
Yeah.
I haven't actually uploaded a lot of Valorant sessions. Do you think I could use your recording? Or would you rather not?
That's fine. That's fine with me.
If you can just like upload it to a Google Drive and then send it over,
Yeah. Okay.
that'd be sweet. And then another thing, I don't have a lot of Valorant sessions uploaded. I also don't have a lot of Valorant reviews, obviously. If you could take the time to write a review, that would be really nice.
Okay.
Because I always put them like because I don't have that many Valorant reviews right now. I just put them like right on the order page,
Mhm.
so you can have your amazing opinion right on there. That's gonna be like, super clean. But,
Alrighty.
yeah, again, so if you can do that, that would be very nice. And yeah, if you need another Valorant session, here's the link.
Okay.
I wish you the best of luck.
Are you gonna send me the drive or how do I just?
You can just upload it to your own drive.
Okay.
I
Okay.
mean, I can send you mine as well, but I mean,
Okay. Because I don't use Google. Yeah. I'll figure it out.
Okay, yeah. Just let me know.
All right. Thank you.
Godspeed. Have a good one.
You too.